Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm super excited to play with another new drugstore eyeshadow palette. It is the Milani Pure Passions eyeshadow palette. They came out with two new ones. It was this one and I think it was like their smokier one, more like cool tone shades. But I definitely had to pick up the Milani one. I put it upside down so I don't blind you with my mirror because these colors are just the type of colors that I love. Some berries, some burgundy, some pinks. Love it so much. Like this is just, first of all, I love this formula of these palettes in general, like the ones that I've bought, and I was just like, yes, yes, thank you very much, Milani, for doing it. And then this color scheme, I was like, definitely need this. It was definitely one of those like collector's purposes more than anything. I was gonna get it because I needed it in my life, and this is definitely one of the top drugstore formulas for eyeshadows in my opinion, like so far. These palettes are $20, but sometimes if you get them from Milani's website, you can use someone's coupon code for 15% off, which is what I did. And I also finally picked up the Most Love Mattes eyeshadow palettes. I'll probably just do like a quick get ready with me type of tutorial using that one, if you guys want to see that. But I definitely also needed that one in my life. But I love this one so much. Something super quick, super easy. We can definitely do some smokier looks here, but once again, impressed with the formula. I love the packaging. You can also get Milani at Walmart for even cheaper. So if you guys want to see how I did this drugstore makeup tutorial super easy, then definitely just keep on watching, and I hope you guys enjoy. So the first shade I'm going to start off with is this matte pink shade called Always Pink of Me. And I'm going to take that on my Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush, and this is going to be my all over transition shade. So just setting down that light pink color. And I've already primed my eyes, and I set that with the shade Truth or Bare, a like matte eggshell whitish color. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Totally Fawn of You, which is a nice medium brown shade. Love it so much. You can totally start off with this as your all over transition shade depending on your skin tone and just kind of deepen it up from there. I feel like this color you can just do so much with it depending how much you build it up. If you want like a nice light wash with like that first type of fluffier brush that I use, or something more precise of a blending brush. Then I'm going to go down into the shade, spice it up a little bit deeper, just little by little, deepening up these colors. And this one's going to go even lower into the crease, just right over my lid. And just take your time building this color up to get the intensity that you want. Definitely want it nice and intense. It's just a beautiful like brick brown, almost burgundy shade. I love it so much. I feel like you can do this on the transition or on the lid. And I'm just taking, this is a Sigma E25. You can totally even use a Morphe M433 just to blend this color out. Then we're going to go into the shade Heat is On, and I'm going to take one of those brushes that come in my regular like Anastasia eyeshadow palettes. This one, just kind of want to pack it on into the outer corner and just bring that shade in just ever so slightly and just kind of build it from there, packing it and blending it, packing it and blending it. Once again, want to show you on the other outer corner of the eye that I'm just kind of adding that smokiness there as well. And just honestly, once again, the intensity that you want with this shade, these colors just go perfectly together, just complement each other so well. So if you love berries and pinks and burgundies, you are going to love this palette. I'm turning that same brush around, which is why I love it, and now taking that fluffier side and just blending everything together just so we have a nice seamless blend, and you just blend as you go and you'll get a nice transition. Here I just took my concealer, which was the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Any concealer will work. And I just want to carve out that lid so that whatever shade I put on the lid is just going to stand out even more. Totally don't have to do this step, but I like that crisp preciseness. Of course, we blend out later. Just makes it a little bit easier. And honestly, it's just much more fun of a step to do. The shade I'm going into is the Afterglow. And this one I'm taking halfway into the inner corner of my eye and halfway in from there, just kind of patting that in. And you can even go in with something like your setting spray to intensify it even more on its own. I think it's beautiful. You can use a brush or even your finger to pat this on. Next to it, I'm taking that shade Pink Sand, and this one is going on the other outer half of my lid and kind of blending and meshing those two together just so we get a nice little seamless kind of cohesiveness of those colors, transition of those colors. And you can even take it step one further and, you know, do one of the other deeper shades, whichever that you please. Going back in with a little bit more of the Spice It Up shade, and just with a regular flat shader brush, I'm just packing that into the outer corners to blend that in, and I'm blending it back out with that Sigma E25 brush just to blend it out. But if you want to pack it for the intensity and then blend, that's a little secret that I like to do. And now I'm just kind of taking that same brush and just blending the top parts of my lid from what we kind of carved out. So you can carve it out and then just blend it so that we don't have any harsh lines on the top portion and there of the eyeshadow. Going in with my L'Oreal Infallible Shaping Stick in the shade Honey, and we're doing a little bit of contouring here. I'm just kind of like fast forwarding it a bit, but I will be going more in depth with how to contour and highlight. Taking that ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and we are highlighting underneath the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, the Cupid's bow, and my chin, and then on the forehead as well. Totally don't have to use this much concealer, but you know, if you like me, you like it, slather it on, girl. But at the same time, I feel like I can be even more heavier handed. I do like to kind of take as much as whatever's in one dip to kind of do both sides of my eyes. Maybe I'll do a little extra. And then the other dip for the rest of the face, but nothing really more than that is needed. And I'm blending that out with my Beauty Blender, just patting it and blending that shade underneath the eyes and then all around the face as well. You could totally even use a brush, but Beauty Blender is my favorite to blend out. Then I'm going in with a dual fiber brush, one that's smaller and more precise, so I can blend out that bronzer, that stick bronzer shade, and just kind of getting that precision of where I want to blend, and I'm blending up. You can use a bigger brush, but I just find that precision, especially if you just want the preciseness of the cheekbones and down by the jaw. This is definitely an easy way to kind of go about it, to blend out those shades, and then we'll even go in and kind of press it in, finishing off with a Beauty Blender. You can start off with a Beauty Blender, just depending, I feel like, on the formula. Some blend out, I think, better first with the brush and then a Beauty Blender, because sometimes a Beauty Blender, depending on the formula, like I said, it can kind of soak up all that color. Then we're going in with the Wet n Wild Highlight and Contour Palette to set underneath my eyes. I'm taking that highlighting shade, and I'm using a ColourPop. This is their precision brush. Love this for underneath the eyes, or if you want a really, really intense highlight, this is the brush for that. Perfect to do that. So just setting the eyes, patting it underneath, and then bringing that color down a little bit. Wherever I did the concealer highlight, that's where we're going to go in with the powder highlight as well. I already did my eyeliner, the NYX Matte Liquid Liner, and I used my Ardell Wispy Lashes. Going back into the palette, into the shade Spice It Up, and now I'm taking a pencil brush and just kind of bringing that underneath my lower lash line and just kind of adding the color down there. You can totally skip this step and leave it blank. I like to have a little bit of color and a little bit, you know, bringing that down what I kind of did at the top, and doing that on the other side of the eyes with my brush. But honestly, like the pigmentation of these colors, you can see it doesn't need much help. Then I'm going in to the shade Late Date. You can go in with the heat is on, but I really wanted something to really define my lower lash line. And I'm doing a kind of more of a flat shader brush underneath there because I want that kind of line transition. And it just gives your, you know, lower lash line a little bit more definition down there. So I wanted the deepest color, which I think the heat is on is perfect. Going back in with the pencil brush and just blending that out. And I think I'm mixing a little bit of Spice It Up and Totally Fond of You, just so we don't have any harshness underneath the lower lash line. But this is definitely a look that I go for. You can totally skip this step. Now I went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, the pencil liner, and I want to line my top lash line just so, you know, you kind of can't see the kind of skin peeking, kind of blends in with the matte blackness of my eyeliner and the lashes. And I was totally torn. I'm definitely, you know, doing it on my lower lash line, but I feel like this look you can do with the black like I did, or I was debating going in with maybe more of a cream nude liner because I do kind of like that look, that more doe eye effect. If you want smoky or if you want more of that doe eye, either one is beautiful. Going in with my Milani Prep Set and Glow Powder, my favorite for dry skin, and just quickly setting around my face in preparation for the other powders I'm going to use. Going back into that Wet n Wild Highlight and Contour Palette is only $5. You want to highlight and contour your face? $5, best investment ever. And one of my favorite brushes, I love using this Morphe. I think this is their is it the E4? I believe it's the E4 brush. I love this one, and I love to use this to, you can use this like I am for contouring since it's kind of angled, or for a blush. I think it's perfect, but I just love doing this just to kind of give the skin some color and some shape back. I feel it makes a huge difference, especially after you've gone in with foundation, and because of foundation it just kind of leaves you with like one shade, so it just gives me a little bit more warmth. And I feel like in general, when, you know, it's not the summertime, I don't have a tan, and I'm just like not a nice, you know, shade of a bronze at all. And I can use a little bit of help, and I love the glow that it gives you, and it just gives life back to your skin in general. Just how I feel. Going back in to that highlighting shade, and I love doing this trick where I just kind of go back in underneath where I contoured. So especially if you're like, I wasn't super precise, it could be better. This is like a makeup eraser and makeup fixer. It just kind of, you know, sharpens it for you. So it just does the job, makes it easier. So if you're in a rush, just kind of clean it up. And you can do this with loose powder, but I just wanted to show you, I go in with the regular pressed powder, just kind of really get that color in there, precision. Going in with my Milani Berry Amore blush. I love that it kind of has like those red tones to it, so I feel like it ties in really well with this look. I love these baked blushes as well. Gives your skin a really pretty sheen. Just adding that to my cheeks is one of my favorite blush brushes. $6, girl. Target. Go get it. Then I'm just going in with that dual fiber brush, which is also came in a set of with another brush, so two brushes for $2, so $1 each from Shop Miss A. I love this dual fiber brush just to kind of, you know, add any light powders and blend my face makeup together. Going in with my Milani Strobe Light Highlight in the shade Day Glow. Love this highlight so much. Just look, just wait for it. Just, oh my god, it's so highlighty. Oh my god, I can't stop, won't stop. It's just one of those beautiful highlights. I feel like I dig into it so much, yet it just feels like it's like barely used. Look at that. Look at that. I love it so much. And they have some deeper shades as well, so there isn't just a, you know, one highlight shade fits all, because that is definitely not it. I actually have one that's a little bit deeper, but I feel like I should bring it out for the summertime where I'm like 10 right now, and I feel like that'll really work. But I just love that they have options, and it's affordable AF. I think these are like $10, and it's probably even cheaper if you get these at Walmart. So worth it. Definitely one of my favorite drugstore highlights. Milani did it. Love the packaging. Love. I just can't stop. I just can't. I won't. And I know. Taking that highlight as well with my finger and just adding that to the inner corner just to kind of tie the look together. You could totally go in with that same afterglow shade, but I, you know, want to match my highlight to what I have on my cheekbones to the inner corners of my eyes. Going in with Milani's liquid lipstick in the shade Sweetheart. It's got a little bit of hint of that pink to it, so just tying that in together, and I'm just adding that to my lips. I think Milani, I'm trying to think, yeah, definitely probably my favorite drugstore liquid lipsticks. They have my favorite drugstore a lot. Milani is definitely doing it. If you have not checked out Milani products, let me know if you want to see my favorite Milani products videos, because there's definitely so many to check out. But liquid lipsticks, go and get them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Super quick and easy. I feel like, you know, if you want to play with some makeup, I highly recommend this eyeshadow palette for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these affordable drugstore tutorials. I want to make some more if you guys want to see them, and maybe what other brands do you guys want to see featured here. I know I can sometimes get stuck on my own OGs, but let me know what other products you would love to see me use. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time.